have people skills.
Okay, but you're helping me with this.
This is a nightmare.
Excuse me.
Oops. Oh, it was just a nightmare.
Just a nightmare.
This is Help Desk Nightmares.
This will be Dave's
This
voice
podcast
someday.
takes a look at the interactions help desk and support techs have on a regular basis and the nightmares we encounter.
On a regular basis. This is 107, episode 107. Cody's lighting incense.
No, I'm lighting a candle.
Ooh, a birthday
Sure,
candle?
That's what it is.
I love candles. Candles
Sure.
and
So do I.
matches and incense and marijuana. All that stuff is so good to burn in your room.
Yeah, because marijuana smells real good.
Hey, I grew up with it, so it does smell good to me, which is why I'm excited to try it one day. Maybe when it's legal.
One day. It is legal.
In
the
go
state
to
of
Colorado
Michigan.
in October, and I think I'll try it then.
Why? It's legal here.
First time ever.
Because I am going to be in a wedding, and I figure the best way to go about it would be to completely get baked and then stand up in the wedding
Yeah,
and
that
do my
sounds
whole
good.
little speech thing there.
Sounds
Oh,
like an
you're doing a
appropriate path.
speech?
Oh,
Ooh.
of course. Don't I have to? Isn't that a
Well-
requirement when you're in a wedding?
No, everyone who's in a
no.
wedding doesn't do a speech.
Usually it's just the best man or the father of the bride type thing, and that's it.
I'm actually the father of the bride and the groom.
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
Small world, isn't it?
Yep, it's a small world after
Yeah.
all. What I did this week is math class sucks.
I saw you posted up some of your work, and it because I haven't done math in quite some time.
Yeah, except
So-
basic math. It's
So
awful.
I
It's an
legitimately spent about 20 minutes looking at it, trying to see if you did everything correct.
it's an
and I couldn't
intermediate
figure it out.
it's an intermediate algebra class, but the first
it's
the first test worth is reviewing of elementary algebra. I loved algebra in high school, but that was like 16 years ago. So it's fine. I can get it, but then she's the professor, or not professor, it's community college. The teacher's like, everybody get in groups and check your work. She's like got a really strong Eastern European accent, which I'm not going to do, but she's like, everybody get in groups. And then the people that I'm in a group with, I'm like finished doing the like 10 problems that we have, and they're on like number 2 and they don't understand it or get it. I'm like, I can't teach this to you. I'm not doing anything or talking to you. I'll just sit here. And she comes by and is like, how are we doing? Oh, you're on number 2. And I'm already finished.
Oh man.
Nice.
Well, I feel like math is definitely one of those things that you can have an inherent skill at. Like you can just be good at it, because I know people that are geniuses. They can barely do simple math, and I know people that can do, really long algorithmic.
What?
However you say it. Really, really intense like
Algorithmic
engineering
math?
math,
Oh.
but they don't know how to spell words like house. Or
Cody's having a
please.
rough time today.
I am. I'm trying to deposit a check. I just realized I have a check here that's going to expire. That I don't want to forget.
that happened to me a
I
couple weeks ago.
received
Where work, they call me. They say, they're like, "Oh, we have a check that was written to you from 2014."
Oh gosh.
I'm like, really? Yeah, it was like $80. We reimbursed you for like travel or something somewhere. I didn't remember it at all. I just said, yeah, cancel it and issue me a new one, I guess.
But if it's from
Yeah.
that long ago, Jesus.
I
How
don't
did
even
they just now catch it.
I do remember where I went, but I haven't gone on many trips, but
He doesn't get out much, everyone.
I don't get out much. No,
Oh, I don't get out of much. I don't think I've left the Tri-County area for Michigan in over 8 months.
Oh,
Wow.
So
huh.
All right.
Not even
that's
for
really
Christmas?
disappointing. Huh?
Not even for Christmas?
No, we stayed in house. We stayed
In-house.
we went to Macomb County.
You kept Christmas in house.
Yeah.
We stayed in house with Christmas this year, everyone.
Yeah.
Dave, what did you do? You said you wrote a thing down.
Yeah. Well, I had a story of like a help desk story. I don't know if we would do that now or later, but I did have every year a bunch of friends of mine get together, and we have a whole day of we have like a movie marathon. We just watch movies all day and drink and eat all day, starting usually around 10 a.m. I think, go until we all pass out, basically.
Nice.
And it was awesome. Watched a whole bunch of movies. One of my friends had never seen Deadpool, so
Oh,
I've only seen it once or twice. I'm like, we're throwing that back on. So we had a blast. We started it off with Deadpool.
Got
We
a
watched
blast.
Airplane and The Departed.
nice.
What else did we watch? Yeah, everybody picked one basically.
So what was
And,
your movie? Deadpool?
Airplane.
Oh, okay.
Airplane.
Airplane's good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a classic. And we were, it's already late in the evening, so we were quite inebriated at the
Is
time.
Is that the one with Tom Cruise and he's flying a fighter jet?
Close.
Yep.
Close.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the
I
one.
actually don't know what Airplane is.
Go rent it. Do you
Is
remember
the,
you know Leslie Nielsen, the old guy, white hair? So always
the old guy?
He was
white hair.
Dr. Magoo,
calling
if you know about
Shirley.
that. Or
You know
Mr.
the line
Magoo.
that says,
No,
when
Dr.
someone
Magoo.
says, "Shirley, you can't be serious."
No,
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
I have heard that line before.
That's his line from the movie Airplane.
Oh, so is it JetBlue? Is the Tom Cruise movie?
Close. Yes,
Mission Impossible.
There it is. Thank you.
or Top Gun,
Oh,
Oh.
that's the one.
where he flies
Yes.
airplanes.
Yes.
kind of on the nose there. But yeah, so we had a blast doing that. That was
There you go, Cody.
Hey, there you go. Good old Leslie Nielsen. He's freaking hilarious.
He's such an adorable old man.
He is. He is. He's
Is he
awesome.
still alive?
Is he?
No, he died 10 years ago.
Oh. One of my favorites for comedy, that is.
Yeah. Cody, what did you do? Cody?
I tried buying
you
a
do?
house. It didn't happen. Tried buying another house. It didn't happen.
Your
Uh,
realtor / my realtor is gonna hate you. You said.
I feel so bad, but our budget keeps increasing by about 40,000 every time that we put a new offer in.
Ah.
So I'm pretty sure she's excited about that. When
If
is
anything,
this episode
it's-
going to be out, Mark?
Well, so the 105 comes out this Tuesday. Today, it came out today. 106
Okay.
will be the 11th. 107 is today's, which will be the 18th.
Okay. Later on this month, I'll have some exciting news, but Mark knows.
The
but
first
I'm not
half will be the 18th, and the last half will be the 25th.
There you
Yep.
go.
Oh, so
so-
there's an electrician program that you could be part of to become an electrician. And anyway, at some point that may happen. I might cut this out, but from the
I was gonna
podcast.
say, Mark,
But the
this
problem
supposed
is-
to be the spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'll cut this out. Let me put a note in here to cut this out.
Yeah, did you just did that start flowing off your tongue and you're like, crap, crap, crap?
Well, the problem is the people who are patrons can watch this, so nobody that we work with is a patron. The problem is, so I'm going on vacation to the Virgin Islands on the 20th
Yeah.
through the 26th,
Nice.
19th to the 26th. We're going to go to Puerto Rico, and then they keep having massive earthquakes, so Virgin Islands instead. But I just got an email, I think today, that said, hey, your aptitude test is scheduled for the 26th. Like, well, I'm technically not
there
in the
you go.
country. I'm in a territory on the 26th. So I
I'm
emailed
gonna
them.
go
It was
and,
like, what
act
do I
like
do?
Mark and take that test.
No, you're not good at math.
Judge me.
I got to pass the test.
Ouch.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? When I was in
And
high
we're
school,
back.
I won best mathlete.
Where's your trophy?
I had a T-shirt that had binary all over it.
Nice.
It was such a nerdy T-shirt that I was so proud of, and that's why I didn't get a girlfriend until I was 18.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Ready to brew.
Ready to brew.
Okay, Dave. It looks like you're
Uh-oh.
up first. What vacuum manufacturer has patented an application that builds an air purifier into headphones?
My first thought was Hoover,
Ooh, I didn't want you to say it though.
but I
But
thought
you
about
knew
switching
that
to
wasn't
Dyson.
Right. There you go. It was Dyson.
Hey,
You get
that's
half a point.
Hey.
For your second one, wow, this one had almost nothing to do with IT. I apologize about it. What recent caucus results were delayed due to issues with their mobile application?
Well, it was a technical problem, right?
Yeah.
The Iowa caucus had their problem.
Good job. I don't even know what a caucus is.
How many?
It's a dirty word.
Hey, Dr. Ned, yeah. Aliens.
Dr. Nedia knows what a caucus is. I'm gonna caucus all over him.
Yeah, a super old, stupid way to do primary elections.
Yeah.
Wait, is it legitimately like that was their primary? I thought it was like a
Yeah.
pre-primary.
No, that's
thing.
their primary.
No, that's the one.
We
That's
still
where-
don't know the
yeah.
results really. So
Like they all sit in a room and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this person and I'm gonna do that person," and then they argue and then they say it again and then again.
I guess I don't have a
much.
caucus in Michigan.
Thank gosh we don't. I also don't understand why they don't do everything with like when is our primary
March
in
10th.
Michigan? Yeah, what the heck? Why do they spread it out so much? This
They get to do theirs first. New Hampshire does theirs next. Most of the rest of us do it March 10th.
That's so.
Is that the only
Oh.
questions you have for Dave? So I can.
Yeah, sorry.
Yay. Mark is next.
Ready to brew.
Ooh, that was pretty loud.
Here you go, Mark.
Go for it,
what
Mark.
what console developers offering rewards of $20,000 or more for discovering bugs in their video game system?
I didn't hear all that, so I'm gonna say Sony.
Ooh, close. It was Microsoft Xbox.
Oh, sad.
I'm gonna
No.
give you half a point as
No.
well.
That's not have a point.
No.
PETA says that what animal should we be replaced with artificial intelligence?
What animal should be replaced?
Yep. What famous creature that recently
A famous
for,
creature?
looked for its shadow?
Oh, jeez.
That's dumb.
It's true though. They came
Really?
out and said
They said a
that,
groundhog should be replaced by AI.
Punxsutawney.
hell's wrong
or
with that?
Punxsutawney. I don't know how to say his name. Phil should
Punxsutawney
be
Phil.
replaced with artificial intelligence.
I think they shouldn't
Yeah.
replace Punxsutawney Phil. They should replace the whatever one in New York. I'm pretty sure it was Bloomberg who dropped it and it died.
Yeah.
Stop.
It didn't die because he dropped it, though.
It just happened to die
I
moments
think he died
later.
that day or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
from
God, he
blunt
killed it.
Trauma to its head.
When I looked it up, I think I remember thinking, oh my God, he killed the
Is this
the
on
groundhog.
video? Like on YouTube?
Probably, yeah.
What is his name? Bloomberg
Bloomberg.
drops.
Just look up Bloomberg groundhog.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
Pull it
Oh
up.
my gosh. It's on a video. Okay, I've got to watch an ad. So, good job, Dave, for winning that game.
Oh, it's a weird way to say that.
Good job for winning the game.
That's,
No,
Uh,
oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Dropped him right on his head.
Yeah, poor little guy.
Yeah,
Oh
poor
no, it's
guy.
having seizures.
What?
Yeah, I think
I don't
they already
remember
did
that.
replace a weather predicting groundhog with AI. I think it's called like meteorology or something.
Yeah.
I think that's the
I don't
point PETA was making. Are you
Think-
a PETA representative?
Yes, I am.
Good.
Card carrying member.
Nice,
Oh yeah.
nice.
Speaking of Reddit stories, at some point in the near future, Cody J and I, Jay from another podcast on the network, and are gonna do another podcast. Did we already say that yet?
Yeah, I
What?
think I'm pretty sure we've talked about this because that's why we moved to recording once every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, because Cody's a slacker.
Yeah, no, I'm not a slacker. What is it? I don't
Slack.
like inconveniences.
Oh yeah. Cody doesn't like inconveniences, even though he's not inconvenienced in any way.
I'm inconvenienced in that I could be sleeping right now.
At
That-
7:45 p.m.
Yeah,
It's not normal.
I need my 16 hours of beauty rest.
Okay. So here's our Reddit story, which reads thusly. Who wrote it?
Jimothy.
MKI Bear. Don't know what that means.
Yeah,
The backstory: Exchange migration, 2013 to 2016. So my guys are migrating people piecemeal from Exchange 2013 to 2016, and because we've had some email issues, clears that load balancer, we're taking extra care to update people as we move them. I send off some suggested text for our notification email, which ends, if you're shutting down your computer overnight as you're supposed to, you will see no issues. But if you hibernate or sleep your computer, then you will receive an error message which states, the system administrator has made a change, which means you need to restart Outlook. If you see this message, please restart Outlook. I'm asked by senior management, do we really need to tell people to restart Outlook if the error message tells them to restart Outlook? My response, do you not remember when you were on the help desk? Good point, they reply. The communication is sent unaltered. First batch of users moved overnight. First calls of the day. Yes, you guessed it. Hi, I've got an error message telling me to restart Outlook. What should I do?
Pour your coffee on your head.
Yeah, is that the end of it? Because
Yeah,
I think
that's the
that
end.
might be the end. Yeah, that's. I think that's a very
Rectum.
common thing. And here's the only thing I can do to like play devil's advocate here is that
To be
for
fair,
for me personally,
To
yes,
be
to be fair, I go through my emails by oldest to newest. So if there were some emails before the IT email and I saw the message, I probably wouldn't go through the other 50 emails I received to figure out if IT had emailed me about it.
no?
No,
Huh.
never.
No. Thanks, Obama.
We did have
Yeah.
we did have Mark tell someone that something was unsafe today, which was fun.
Well,
So
they
that-
sent an email that came like random scan, like file name at staples.com or some weird thing.
Yeah.
It only had the PDF attached. Is
Mhm.
not something that she said she was expecting or knows anything about. And she was like, "Is this safe to open?" I was like, "I wouldn't open it." So Cody likes to open things on his phone so he can get viruses and malware there instead. And it turns out it was okay to open, but the thing that we taught them is don't open stuff you're not expecting, and if it only has an attachment and no one's told you, here's comes something. So I was
Mhm.
still right, even though it was safe to open.
Right. And I really don't know how good our security system is for the software that we have in place. I don't know if it automatically scans every email or attachment that comes in. So,
It automatically says this email is sent from an outside sender.
yeah, which is pretty exciting. It really helps in the long run.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People don't just ignore that at all.
No, but a moral of the story is that the team is following the guidelines we set for them.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. February of what year? Because I'm not going to say the date in case you both guess the same year or you think it's the same year. Anyway, The Sims was released in what year? February of what year? EA releases The Sims, the best-selling PC game in history. I guess people like pretending to be other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I played it once.
What? You have not played and have been addicted to Sims? Mark, have
No.
you been addicted?
I've not been addicted to The Sims. No, I have played The Sims.
Have you played for more than 1 hour?
Are you guys looking at you shouldn't if you aren't. Are you looking at
No.
the Twitch chat?
No.
No,
Okay, don't.
I don't have it open.
Jay guessed it correctly.
Gosh darn it, Jay. I'm going to say 1998.
Wow. That's right
Early
where I
or
was gonna go.
too-
That's where I was going to
oh.
go. I'm going to go 96.
So close, yet such a nerd.
It's such a nerd.
The correct answer is 2000.
Really?
Ooh, I guess
Huh?
that makes sense. It was like Maxis 2000 was the developer back in the day.
Hmm.
Yep.
Broken.
Yeah.
Oh,
Breaking news.
what
I'm ready.
year did the first woman pilot the space shuttle? February 3rd of what year? Astronaut Eileen Collins becomes the first woman to pilot the space shuttle as mission STS-63 gets underway from Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
I have
Guess first
zero
last.
idea. Yeah.
Me too. Me too. Basically zero idea, but I'm going to say.
Hashtag me too. Is that how it works?
What was that?
Hashtag me too.
Yes.
Ow, Mark.
Different kind of me too, but yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say 1992.
Ooh. I'm going to say 2000.
Whoa.
Did you say 2001?
No, I just said 2000.
Oh. The correct answer is 1995.
Good
Hey.
job.
Hey. Oh, wait.
Uh,
I forgot to do it.
Dave is the winner. as always.
Dave.
Breaking balls.
Yahoo!
Yahoo Answers user Marina asks,
Hello, Marina.
no more laptops with CD-DVD players? I've been looking into buying a laptop lately, and I've noticed a lot of them don't have CD-DVD inserts in them anymore. Is it because it's too much to manufacture, or just because everything's digital now? I find it pretty odd, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's because everything's digital.
And
Yeah,
it saves the manufacturers money.
Yeah.
And
pass
they
the
can
savings
make-
on to you.
And they can make the laptops super thin, which you don't really need, but if you've got an optical drive in there, it's got to be a certain height.
Yeah, if she needed one, she can always just go buy an external. They're cheap.
Yeah.
I got one sitting right here.
Dave
Yeah,
will
I don't
send it to
know.
you.
I don't know the last time that
this-
I needed a CD for anything.
You guys will probably recognize this. This came with my Lenovo.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
Lenovo.com. Brought to you by
I did not get a
Lenovo.
cool one like that.
And it's a burner, so I just keep it on the side if I ever need to burn something. It's just, I do it so infrequently. So.
Cody has a phone like that where he can do his drug deals. Yahoo Answers
Ooh,
user
nice.
Max asks, "Am I able to put new RAM into my motherboard?"
Sure.
That's I mean, to just make sure you put the right RAM in. They typically have a set number of pins.
Yeah.
On newer systems, RAM is somewhat backwards compatible with speeds. So if you buy really fast stuff, it'll scale down. But I'm pretty sure the pins, like you can't.
Yeah,
there's-
there's
the only
different
thing I think
sizes.
there is different sizes, so that should help. But there's also, I think the biggest confusion would be ECC over non-ECC or registered
Yeah.
versus non-registered. I don't exactly understand why they have two different RAM types, one for servers and one for PCs or just client or, consumer grade products. But they do.
It also
One thing
depends.
you could probably do. What was that?
You go.
I was just going to say one thing you can also do is whatever you buy, I wouldn't necessarily leave my old RAM in there and add more especially if you're not sure of the speeds. If you have 4 and you want to go to 8 or 12, just take it all out and buy like an even set of, 2 4s or, whatever, 2 8s.
Yeah, from the same brand and manufacturer.
same
like-
everything, exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, so it depends on, because his question is, can he put new RAM? And you can put new RAM, especially since you've already got RAM there. It doesn't, it's unclear if he means, can I put additional RAM, which that
Yeah.
depends on how many slots you got. So,
Yeah.
and
I
what
was
the
wondering.
what the computer can handle. If you're trying to put 32 gigs of RAM, but you're on a 32-bit version of Windows or something, then
Mhm.
no, don't do that. So you might have to do a little Googling to figure out, or binging to figure out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Mark,
if you're
you
that kind
used
of
to-
person.
I think when we were upgrading the PCs at work, I think Crucial's website is really, really good about it, and that you put in your model number for your PC, and it will provide you with the exact.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
nice.
like, you.
Model
This is
number
what you can
for
use. This is what
RAM.
it can go up to, and these are the ones that you can buy. Crucial's
And
pretty
it's
good
only
about
going to show
that.
you Crucial brand, yeah.
Yeah.
So you probably
But you
pay
at least get
$10,
the
$20
an
more,
idea.
but-
Yeah.
Yep.
Yahoo Answers user Darth Vegeta 2 asks, "What
you
device?
laughed at that name earlier. Do you
Yeah.
like that?
What device do I? Oh, where is it?
You like that?
What device do
Oh
I
my
need
gosh.
to look for to transfer hard drive files onto new computer?"
What device? USB drive.
Yeah.
No?
Additional
Depends, like,
details.
I don't know if they're talking about replacing the hard drive and wanting to get everything onto the new SSD or hard drive, or if they are just transferring things from one PC to the next. My
Additional
preference is-
details.
Oh,
I tried searching external hard drive, but it's not what I'm looking for. Anyways, I bought a new computer. It's impossible to install my old hard drives in it because of how it's wired, and I need a little device that's used to hook up to old hard drives and transfer the files onto my computer. I don't know the
Yeah,
right
so this-
keywords to use.
Yeah, if it's a SATA hard drive, they can just plug it in on the second port
Yeah.
and just like boot off the main drive and just reference the files on the second drive. That's
I
probably
think what they're referencing is that they have an IDE drive, which is the one with like the longer with a bunch of little pins in it, an IDE based drive, and they got a computer that does not have any IDE
Yeah.
interface. So I would recommend just buying. I actually have 2 or 3 of them at my house. They're like
Yeah.
$10 on Amazon. They're little adapters that turn any hard drive, no matter what interface it has, into a USB drive and use that. It's not going to be fast, but
Yeah.
let it sit overnight and it'll be able to transfer everything.
Send us
Oh,
your
the hard
address
drive,
and
hard drive enclosure.
send us your
Yes.
address, and Cody will mail one of his to you.
Yes.
Yahoo Answers user Diana asks, "Does a Facebook messaging app automatically come with our computer and/or our browsers?"
No.
I mean, I don't think it on a desktop or like a computer environment that you need to download an application to use Facebook Messenger.
No.
Yeah, it's all in the browser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I think you can use browser based on mobile too, but most people in that instance would end up downloading Facebook Messenger.
It harasses you on mobile to download the app version. It's like, are you
Gotcha.
sure? Do you want to do the app? Don't you want to do the app? and then they'll
Yeah,
like
the app
cover
is
half
really
the
good.
screen.
Well, the app, they want to get older folks who aren't paying attention because when you install the app and you first log into it, it says, do you want to use this as your SMS and MMS application too?
Oh yeah.
And most people end up just hitting yes. And then Facebook has every single text that you will ever send.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It is. I ordered off of Fiverr someone to get us a logo for the new podcast that Cody J and I are going to do, like a dark history thing. And
Cool.
anyway, they just messaged me, so now I am sending that back to them. The answer to their question.
Oh,
Nice.
what
He's
did they
from
ask?
Argentina. I was going to say Argentina, but you might not have known.
Wait. What'd they ask?
He asked what's the name of the podcast, and it's not due until he said he's going to have it done by Friday. So we'll see. We'll see what he comes up with. It's the idea that Jay had, and I gave to the person, the designer.
Nice.
If it's nice, you might see it, Cody. Yahoo Answers user Alex Wisler asks, or Weisler. I recently brought my PC to college, and it's having trouble staying connected to the Wi-Fi and my mobile hotspot. My laptop phone and my roommate's desktop PC are all connected perfectly. I've tried updating my Wi-Fi drivers and everything and still not results. If someone could help, that would be great.
It could be just the network adapter that you have in there. I've had PCs. I remember, Mark, you experienced this too. The Lenovo laptops that we owned.
Yeah.
They would have Wi-Fi issues all the time, and you could update the driver, you could uninstall the driver, you can go back to a base driver. Nothing would work. You'd have to buy an entirely new little Wi-Fi adapter to install to
Yeah.
the PC.
Yeah, like a
Get the
USB.
little USB ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I fully can't. I can't use Wi-Fi still on that Lenovo that like the episodes are recording on right now, so it just is always wired in, which defeats the purpose of a laptop. But
Yes,
whatever.
it does.
Yeah. Totally.
So it might be the computer. Just you could get a USB one. They're pretty cheap. They're decent. They're not good, but they're decent.
It'll definitely rule out. If you still having Wi-Fi problems, you turn the other one off, then you'll know it's not it's not you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Somebody's blocking you on the network. Yahoo Answers user last one. Barkley Hound asks, how can I see a list of all Wi-Fi networks I have previously signed into on my phone?
That's actually, I think that's pretty common, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like
it's
under
in the
saved
list.
networks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just look at your list of Wi-Fi devices. I
Yeah.
mean, well, actually, to use Cody's line, to be fair, mine shows that whether I've signed into them or not, it shows a list of what's around, not ones
yes.
I've connected to. So I guess maybe that's what they're looking for.
Well, because
be.
below in my settings, so it's got the whatever's broadcasting nearby for the SSIDs, but just below that, it has something called saved networks, and it shows me. I really don't remember connecting to the majority of this stuff, but it shows me everything that I've saved to. Like, I don't remember connected to a Pixel apparently at some point.
Hey,
Oh.
it's probably mine. Or
The hell was that?
There we go.
there we go. There we go.
My wife.
All right. So that brings us to the time in our shorter versions of the show where we ask Cody, what do you fuck with this week?
We just binged Sex Education,
Oh, yeah.
and
What's
it
that?
was
Well, I
we
It's
know
a
did
British
season
show on
2.
Netflix.
Oh, it was so good. We binged every episode, so we were up until about 3 a.m. watching it. It
Wow.
was so perfect. We finished Adventure Time. We've been watching a lot of TV.
That's a
I'm
twisted
watching.
show.
I'm watching a movie called The Craft. We're in the middle of that.
Is that from the 90s?
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming. They're making another one or something, or a sequel,
Huh.
or
Interesting.
a reboot. I don't know.
Who could
yeah,
say?
And then right now we're trying to give a show called Gravity Falls a try, which is a cartoon for little kids.
I actually watched a few of those with my son. He absolutely loved the show. It's pretty cool in the fact that there is a long arc story to it. It's not just episodic with silly stuff happening. And there's there's time travel, other dimensions, there's all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's how Adventure
Not a
Time
bad show.
was. That
Yeah.
like you didn't have to watch every single episode, but there was definitely continuity between everything you were watching. And
Yeah.
oh boy, that pulled on
Oh,
the
boy.
heartstrings.
I started watching today a show. I'm pretty sure I don't know where it's from. It's a foreign language, but it's dubbed in English on Netflix called Ragnarok. and it's
I
all right.
saw that.
It's a thing to watch. They've definitely made shows that are almost exactly just like it before, but I didn't have any other shows to watch. So I also watched the second season of the show. I don't think I finished it. There might be another episode or two. Shrill on Hulu.
I did see that was released.
It's
Have not
really
seen that.
funny. I don't know what her name is. She's an actress. She's on SNL and has been for several years, but it's pretty good.
Okay. That's
Pretty
cool.
good. Was that it? Did you say what you fuck with?
I don't know. Did I say on before the show or during the show about the movie marathon thing that I did? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Either way, I did a movie marathon with my friends.
Oh no,
We all
it's
got to
not.
see it.
I'm gonna move this. Don't pay attention to this. No.
Help Desk Nightmares is created by
Oh boy.
Technical
As-
difficulties.
Have either of you done October Faction on Netflix yet?
I don't know what that is. Never heard those words
No,
together in my
never heard of
entire
it.
life.
You're making
Maybe it's
stuff
just
up.
everyone I ask has never heard of it, and I'm like, gosh darn it, it is recommending it to me, and I don't know if I should watch it.
Gosh darn it. Well, you can tell us on the next episode of Halfway Podcast.
You've been listening
So you
to
wanna know
Help Desk
something really
Nightmares
sad,
on the
Mark?
Halfway Network.
No.
Help Desk Nightmares is created
no
by
one
Mark
reminded
E,
me
Cody
to
T
record
with
in
Dave
Audacity.
G. It is
And
edited
you
by
didn't?
Mark. It is produced by Mark.
I
as well as the
recorded- I
following
started
patrons,
recording it about 4
Mr.
minutes in.
Knockout, AJ Y, and Diana Y.
Okay,
If you like the
let me
show,
go through
for
this
others
away
like
real
it,
quick.
check out
Okay.
halfwaynetwork.com. Leave us a review on iTunes and anywhere you
Noob.
listen so other people can find the show. Follow us on Instagram at Help Desk Nightmares or visit our website helpdesknightmares.com, or to become a patron visit patreon.com/helpdesknightmares.
Sounds like we're using the Skype audio for that one, possibly.
Yeah.
At least for the first 4 minutes.
So was that 107?
That was 107.
Okay. I'm all off my numbers.
So now I'm going to open a new Reaper project for 108.
And I'm just doing a second track in Audacity. I'll save them
Oops.
separately.
I saved it as episode 10, and I did not mean to do that.
Are we saving these separately?
Dave and I have.
Well, you're gonna get all of this recording stuff.
I received it.
Good thing he knows how to cut and paste.
Yeah.
Export as audio. Wait,